telling you, it was like some kind of shadow ball or something.
Well, did you take a picture of it?
No, I didn't really have time. It was kind of spooky looking.
How'd you know it was a shadow ball then?
Oh, come on, I don't know what it was. It's just what it kind of looked like, okay?
Well, if you don't have any physical evidence, then there's not really anything I could do for you.
You know what? You suck as a super nerd.
Why do I stay?
Oh, whatever. It was probably all in my mind anyway. Nope. I didn't hear anything. So we'll just ignore that. Oh my god!
Look at me.
No, thank you.
Look at me.
Ow!
Don't look at me.
You have very confusing instructions, sir.
I've been watching you, Miss Mushroom. I find your peril very entertaining.
Watching?
The shadow balls are usually better hidden.
Wait a minute, you have a stationary shadow ball up in my room that spies on me?
Yes.
Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. Gaslights can't do that. That breaks the rules of Pokemon.
Oh, calm down. Pokemon is always consistent with its rules.
What do you mean?
Look at the show. The countless evolutionary errors, wild starters, multiple legendaries.
Oh my god, you're right. The anime does have a lot of rule breaking.
And let's not forget that ghosts, well, they can pretty much do whatever they want.
What? Ah! Oh, wow, is this the ghost of Maiden's Peak?
Indeed. And as I recall, it's also one of your favorite episodes.
Yeah, that's true, but...
It's also a notorious rule breaker of Pokemon moves and abilities.
Oh, come on, I don't remember being that noticeable.
Oh?
Okay. Alright then. Let's do it. Let's watch it and see. Welcome back, little mushrooms. Today, we are going to review The Ghost of Maiden's Peak. So to start things off, this episode has one of the strangest openings where it actually spoils the entire premise in the first 15 seconds.
I'm waiting for you!
Gee, I wonder which Pokemon this episode's gonna center around. Sir? Do you wanna come inside?
Don't mind me. I'll just watch from here.
No, I insist you just come in a little bit. Okay, that's not terrifying at all. Okay, so this episode really starts off with Ash, Misty, and Brock on a ferry from Porta Vista, where Jellyzilla destroyed the city, to Maiden's Peak where they're having a summer festival. Ash and Misty are excited, but Brock, as always, just wants some of that sweet Animu ass.
But we had a whole summer of adventures.
For kids, summer means playing on the beach, splashing around and having fun. But for me, summer means bathing suits and girls to wear them. Oh, now bikini season's over and I'll have to wait another year to meet a girl. Oh.
Yes, Brock, and as we all know, women hibernate during the cold months, so I guess you'll just have to wait till summer. Oh yeah, and Team Rocket's being dragged around too, because God knows it's not a true episode without them.
Stop whining.
We'll head into the festival. Brock is suddenly smitten by a pretty woman on a pier. Of course, out of sight from every other human character, Pikachu is the only one to see it turn into a ghastly before vanishing.
Hey, she's gone.
Pikachu?
Cheer up, Brock. We're at a festival.
Yeah, let's have some fun.
Oddly enough, James spots the maiden as well.
Sweet!
Snap out of it. Stop daydreaming. That festival is waiting and I can smell money.
Oh, I've forgotten how much I love Jessie, the power-hungry vixen. While the trio make their way through the festival and Team Rocket searches for loose change because they're poor as balls, they come across an old woman who warns both Brock and James that their dream girl can lead them to a terrible fate. Also, shenanigans ensue.
Beware, not of an old beauty like me, but a beautiful young woman, or you'll meet a cruel fate.
Now I must be the beautiful girl she's talking about, but I'd never hurt Brock.
I was talking about an elegant young woman, not some scrawny little blabbermouth like you. I see a young and beautiful woman who will lead you to a cruel fate.
I don't need a fortune teller to know that. Some woman is always causing me trouble. It's a curse.
Both groups find themselves at an unveiling of a painting of the Maiden the peak is named after. Immediately, both Brock and James recognize her as the woman they saw on the pier. Also, the Maiden doesn't really have a name, but she does get a backstory.
She was in love with a brave and handsome young man, but he left her and sailed away to fight in a war.
I'll wait for you forever. Come back to me. Farewell.
And she did wait for a very long time, hoping to see his ship on the horizon, but her true love never returned to that place again. Still, she waited and waited, never moving from that spot, until finally her body was turned into stone, just like the cliff upon which she stood. To this day, she waits for her love to return.
Okay, lady, that is partly your fault. Why don't you take some notes from Penelope, find a hobby to do while he's gone. Also, how do you know he didn't, she turned into stone and then he came back the next day? Also, did they use Pokemon during this war? Because I swear we're not using them to their full potential.
What was that?
Nothing. Nothing, sir. They both go to look at the rock that was once the Maiden and go full horn dog over a boulder. Which honestly makes sense for Brock, him being a ledge and a rock type trainer. Wow, that almost makes too much sense. Also, Meowth makes puns.
Team Rocket is really slipping.
Thank you, Meowth, I really couldn't have done without that. Later that night, Brock decides to just skip the entire festival and look at Maiden's rock.
You remember where we're staying tonight, right?
The Pokemon Center near the port. I'll make it back by curfew.
Misty, I'm starting to question why we let this guy travel around with us. Shut up, twerp, he's buying us Pokevitamins. You know how hard it is to get rare candies as a minor? I don't want to go back to dancing for carbos. Don't let the weirdo fuck the rock. As the night progresses, the ghost of the Maiden appears and I guess seduces Brock and James as they're nowhere to be found the next morning. While they're looking for their friends, they actually bump into each other and Jessie gets to do the Team Rocket theme all by herself.
Prepare for trouble.
And make it double.
Doing this by myself is a real drag.
But it appears that the boys were just in the shrine all night.
Brock, what happened?
Ew, I don't even want to know what happened in there last night.
There was a ghost! This ectoplasm! Did you see the ghost? It ran through here and slimed me! No, that wasn't me, that was a spooky ghost!
The old woman shows up again and tells the kids they often find men who have seen the ghost of the Maiden up at the shrine and sells them spirit talismans. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant anti-ghost stickers. Just like these are donuts, people. Also, it seems like Brock doesn't really care about being whisked away by an entity while James is absolutely terrified.
So what? Who cares as long as I can be with her?
Dang, Brock, you have absolutely no chill. That night, the ghost comes back for Brock and James, but are stopped by badass Jessie and her rocket launcher.
Hey, girl! You can't take him! You haven't got a ghost of a chance!
No, Jessie, not the Yu-Gi-Oh joke!
It's me, Kaiba, and this time you don't stand a ghost of a chance.
Yugi, you don't have a ghost of a chance beating Kaiba because this time he is a ghost.
I'm afraid you don't stand a ghost of a chance in a duel against me.
I have no idea why 4Kids really likes that pun.
You really do care.
It's not 'cause of you. Girls like her disgust me, always waiting around for her man as if she were his faithful pet. She can't stand the thought of losing him. She cries, but I'd say see you later.
True. Damn, girl! Like I said before, Jessie is a national treasure and she should be worshipped as the queen she is. Taking the threat, the Maiden's ghost suddenly transforms into ghouls, terrifying the group. But upon further exploration, Ash's Pokedex identifies the Maiden and the old woman as a Ghastly.
Awfully ghastly.
Now normally I'd question why the Ghastly can shapeshift like a Ditto or talk like a human, but this next battle is really entertaining, so I couldn't care less right now. Ghastly fights off Pikachu by turning into a giant mousetrap. He distracts Meowth by transforming into a toy ball. Ekans and Coughing by taking shape of a mongoose. I guess this was before the discovery of Zangoose. He brutally goes after Ash's Charmander as a fire extinguisher. Come on, man, that salamander already has enough emotional scars. And possibly the coolest, scaring off Squirtle and Bulbasaur with a combination of Venusaur and Blastoise.
And just for fun, I'll combine them into one super Pokemon to make Venusaur. Try that on for size.
It completely takes down every Pokemon thrown at it. And what defeats him in the end? Sunlight.
I hate sunlight. It's time for me to go until the next festival. Don't forget the ghost of the Maiden. She and the old lady will return next year too.
That was Ghastly.
Thank you, Misty. Your puns aren't on par like Meowth's, but I can tell you're trying. The festival ends with little candle boats and a conversation between Ghastly and the real Maiden.
Thank you, Ghastly.
My pleasure. I enjoy keeping alive all the old legends that people have forgotten over the years. And if I do a good job of it, I make a few bucks as well.
This was all for a couple of bucks?
I'll see you again next festival. I'll be waiting until that day when my true love returns to me at last.
No offense, girl, but your boy is probably somewhere on the Isle of Man where he's been dancing and drinking with Florges for the past 2,000 years. I've seen it happen too many times. Brock concludes his journey with one last look at the Maiden before they depart.
If only you were 2,000 years younger.
How about if she wasn't a rock? Why don't you want to start there? And then the episode ends with the last dance of the festival. Team Rocket gets jobs banging drums, and Ash goes all gaga over Misty in a kimono, and they all live happily ever after until the next episode. The end. The thing was, the Pokemon anime did this all the time. It's like I spent all of my free time learning all the rules and quirks on the games, and then the anime comes and destroys all that. It's just annoying. Okay, I'm done.
And your point is?
I'm done watching the episode, so, I don't know, you can go now? I mean, honestly, I've been holding it until now, but your poison gas is kind of messing with my throat a little bit.
Oh, no, Miss Mushroom. We're not done yet. Like I said before, I find your peril very entertaining, and I want to be entertained a little more today. So what kind of game shall we play, Miss Mushroom? What keeps you up at night? Bugs? Dolls? Mirrors? That shadow from behind the ottoman? Your own mortality? Your student loans? I'm not joking, I know you don't have those paid off yet. Come on, Miss Mushroom, tell me what you're afraid of. And don't think you can get away by parroting Ghostbusters again. Or Poltergeist for that matter. What? Oh, please, Pink, this is just pathetic. Now it's my turn.
No, sorry, I meant no disrespect. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just a stupid human.
So you think Ghastlies can't do all they can in the show?
No, God, no, they're too common.
Feeling batty, Pink? Try this one on for size.
Holy Mew! How did you go from 0 to 100 so fast? I think you actually might be trying to kill me!
How about you see how snake-like I can be? Ready for the next round? Now let's get creative. How about a little blast from the past?
Ta-da! No! Those shoes do not go with those earrings. I'm gonna write about you in the girls' bathroom. Alexis Abercrombie from high school! No, go away! Don't look at my shame! so ugly. I bet you don't even have a boyfriend. Pink is a nerd and she's also a spick. La 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 la. Why don't you go home, play your stupid games, read your stupid comic books? Everything you do is just stupid. Suck on this, you gaseous freak! Oh!
Not the Casper trick.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I am taking you to the basement. I'm gonna bury you under the floorboards. Nobody's ever gonna hear about you again! I'm sorry, apparition, but your spying days are over!
Sucking me up in a vacuum like on Casper is very creative, Miss Mushroom. And why are there so many dead scoliopedes in there?
Because they get in the house and I don't want to step on them, so I suck them up with a vacuum!
I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just hear that moment of cowardice. Just torture you some more.
You know, this is so typical. This has to happen on my Halloween special.
Halloween isn't over. It's already November.
I didn't mean Halloween. I meant Day of the Dead.
That's also over. It ended on November 2nd. You are late again, Miss Mushroom.
Oh my god! I'm a rule breaker! I'm just like the Pokemon anime!
Hey, come on, don't do that. Come on, Mushroom, have some self-respect.
I suck as usual. Mediocre! I can't do anything right!
Gracious, this is pathetic.
You know I'm pathetic! You've been spying on me! You should expect this by now!
Okay, look. I'm talking right now, aren't I?
Well, yeah.
And I can shapeshift. That means in this adaptation I can do the same.
I guess you're right.
It's okay if things are a little different. That's what adaptations do.
You know what, the anime is always gonna have changes to the game. After all, it's an adaptation. And what fun are adaptations if you can't add your own twist to it? So it'd have to be lying to say that I don't enjoy all these little twists that they give it. Especially with the ghost Pokemon, because these episodes are always a ton of fun, as for this episode is as well, because it remains one of my favorite. Yeah. You know what? I feel a lot better now.
You know what, Miss Mushroom? I like you.
I like you too.
Are you just saying that?
I'm just really afraid of you, honestly.
Either way, I had fun today. And for a reward, I'll leave you alone for now.
Okay.
Oh, also, I've been spying on your future events, so maybe I should give you a little hint before I leave. Infected bugs and living dolls, spirits roam these crowded halls. A gelatinous blob and electric shocks, Aries plan and the trickster fox. Goodbye for now, Miss Mushroom.
Does that mean you're gonna stop spying on me? Typical! And you know what? Ghosts can't predict the future either!